Shalom. With the Israelite School, Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York City, under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. You understand? And today, we're going to be doing a class from Fort Wayne. You understand? This is we're doing a class, and we're gonna touch today's topic, which is Christmas. You understand? And Christmas is the worst time of the year for every Black, Hispanic, and so-called Native American Indian. Not by our own word, but by the words of God. You understand? And you can check it statistically. Any city, any area that you in, you can check the murder rates, the crime rates, the burglary rates. Everything skyrockets during the time of Christmas. Everybody is going out and looking to steal and rob so they kids can have a Merry Christmas. But really, it's the darkest time of the year. It's the evilest time of the year. You understand? America, like the scriptures say, America is the nest for every foul bird. I'm paraphrasing. You understand? And we're gonna pull that too. We're gonna pull up all these scriptures to bring it down the whole ideology of celebrating Christmas in America. For that, a Black man got to go buy Christmas gifts for his children, but got to have Christmas gifts for his woman and for his mother, when that's not of God. The Most High God does not care about Christmas. You understand? The Most High God prefers you or demands you to not celebrate Christmas. You understand? And we act like, in America, Black people, we act like Christmas is a time of joy and holiday when our children are dying. You understand? Our children are dying in America. Before Christmas at Fort Wayne, a girl shot and killed. You understand? Before that, a girl was shot and killed in front of her children. This is not a holly season. This is not a enjoyable time when your goddamn children are dying. And we run around teaching our children to love Santa Claus and love reindeers and love snowman and celebrate Christmas, when really it's a devouring time. And it's not of God. You understand? It's not of God. The first scripture we're going to go to and pull is in 1 Corinthians 1 and 27. All right. We're going to go to Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 27. And this is going to be the first one we pull. All right. 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 27. But God have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. Now, I say God have chosen the foolish things to confound the wise. What does that mean? What does it mean when God uses the foolish things of the world to confound the wise? Meaning the things that you look at as foolish in your worldly eyes, the things that you look at foolish, us coming to the library and doing classes, us on the street corner out calling the white man the devil. Those things look foolish to you. Us wearing our headscarves and wearing our garments, them things are foolish to you. Us speaking loudly, that's foolish to you. But the Most High God said he going to use the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. What was wise? What we think is smart in America? We thought celebrating Christmas was smart. We thought keeping Christmas was smart, when really it ain't smart. Really, it's dumb to celebrate Christmas. You trying to run up a credit card bill, money that you ain't got. You and even you. But when the hell Black people get money to celebrate Christmas? When we get money, so we can, when the hell did we just get this a large amount of money where we can buy all our kids? Black man got 7, 8 kids. He gonna buy all of them Christmas gifts? That's not wise, man. That's why the Lord said he gonna use the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. We thought it was wise and smart to celebrate birthdays and celebrate all these pagan holidays when it really wasn't. It really wasn't. You understand? And the Lord used what you think is foolish. Us coming here, we speak loudly. We in here, we on the street corners. You think we talking to ourselves. We in the class, it's talking to ourselves. But really, it's wise. It's the wisest move you can make in your life. The wisest thing you can do in your life is to come to class. The wisest and smartest thing in your life you could ever do was to listen to the priests and prophets of the Most High. That's the wisest thing you could ever do in your life. You think money gonna save you? Christmas gifts gonna save you from the hell that you in? It ain't gonna save you, man. It's not gonna save you. Celebrating Christmas ain't gonna save you from this hell that you in, from this slavery that you in. Your children still die. You still number one in HIV. Your woman still having sex with other men. It's all a foul and disgusting place that we living in America, man. Foul and disgusting. Let's read it from the top. We in Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 27. But God have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And God have chosen the weak things of the world to confound which the things are mighty. The Most High chose 7 to 8 men in one city to bring down the entire goddamn world. We sit on the street corner 7, 8 deep, going against a whole goddamn city. It's 7, 8 men in the goddamn. We might be in New York, Philadelphia, Indianapolis. We sitting on the street corner 7, 8 deep, fighting against a whole goddamn city. Everybody in the city want to celebrate Christmas. Everybody in the city want to surround the tree, hold hands, and sing Merry Christmas. Deck the tree with halls and jolly. Why 7, 8 men said, nah, we ain't gonna do that. We gonna follow the laws and statutes, commandments of God. 7, 8 men. The Most High said he gonna use the things what you thought was weak to confound the mighty. Whole goddamn city for celebrate Christmas. Everybody celebrate Christmas. Your mother, your grandmother, your father, your children, your baby mother, all of them, everybody celebrates Christmas, man. And you thought it was wise. You thought it was about for the kids. You thought it was about giving back. When really it's Christmas is all about your self-lust that you got in your own. Christmas ain't about giving a goddamn thing. Christmas is about what you want to gain. It's a greedy, selfish holiday. Everybody thinking about what they're going to get, what they want to gain. You want to throw a party. You want to have orgy parties. You think that just started with you? You think you the one that came up with a brilliant idea to have a Christmas party? Nah, this is here way before America. That's Greek ideology. That comes from the goddess Saturnalia, the god Janus. You think that started with you and America and the ghetto? That ain't start with you, man. That didn't start with you. They've been doing these things. They've been having sex orgy parties in America. They've been having all these pagan holiday customs before you was here. And you thought it was wise to have a Christmas party. Well, somebody at that party gonna goddamn die. Next overdose is gonna happen at your Christmas party. Somebody else gonna get shot in their goddamn back. And they're gonna be the next person paralyzed at your goddamn Christmas party. It's gonna be another shooting with some black girl come up dead at your goddamn Christmas party. Somebody need to shut your goddamn party down. Not the police, not the white man, but the priests and prophets of God. That's who's gonna shut all this down. We're gonna go out on the street corners and we're gonna speak, man. Because you thought it was wise to celebrate Christmas. But really, it's really a pagan holiday. Something that God does not care about, man. Something foul and disgusting. Us running around celebrating other gods when these gods can't do nothing for us. Matter of fact, let's go to Amos chapter 5 and 21. Let's get Amos chapter 5 and verse 21. All right. You understand? And everybody that's tuned in online right now, share the class, down your timeline, like the class, and show your support. Make sure you pay your tithes to the I.S.U.P.K. 10% of any increase that you earn. Make sure that you donate it. Make sure you supporting this truth, man. Because this gonna be the last thing that's gonna be on this earth is this truth. Of the all other things where everything else perished, why Christmas is gone and the Christmas tree burnt down when Christ returned. This is gonna be the last thing that's gonna be here to stay. All right. So make sure you show your support to this truth, to Commander GEN.YAHANNA, to the men before you. All right. All right. With that, let's go to Amos 5 and 21. And we're gonna pull that. We're gonna break this down real quick. We're gonna break this down for every Christian, all the Christians think that Christmas is in the Bible. You think your Christian pastor told you that it's righteous and holy to celebrate Christmas when it ain't. When it ain't. God ain't for Christmas. The holiday spirit, that's the worship of Satan. That's what that is. All right. It's the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 21. This is the Lord speaking. I hate, I despise. The first word, the first two words in the scriptures, it say I hate. When I go to church and somebody told me, I remember when I was in church, somebody told me that God didn't hate. And then what they say? Then they say God don't hate. I thought God just loved everything. Why is God, what God hate? Why we never read this? Pastor Willis, snake shoe, greasy S curl, big hat wearing Christian pastor, Mr. Pork Chop. Why we didn't read this? You told me God loved everything. I thought God loved everything. Everything was about loving and hugging and kisses. When it say, I hate, I despise your feast days. Most High God hates your feast day, man. He hated. Just like he hated that turkey on Thanksgiving. Just like he hated that goddamn, just like he gonna hate that turkey. What they be making? Turkey on Christmas Day? Everybody mama gonna be making turkey on Christmas Day. Christmas gifts everywhere. Big feast day. The Lord said, I despise your feast days. Because it ain't of God. It ain't of God. The Most High does not care about Christmas and Christmas feast days, man. This is in the Bible. This was in your church. Go to your grandma's house. Go dust it or go take it off her shelf, dust it off, and go to Amos 5:21 and read this. And then tell me what they say. Then see what they say. That's what I thought. Nobody want to read this though. Grandma don't want to read this. They want to read it. God for so loved the world. But when we go to Amos chapter 5:21, it say, I hate, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. The Most High ain't smelling that goddamn turkey, that ham. He ain't smelling it, man. The Most High ain't with your feast days. The Most High ain't with your celebration of Christmas because it ain't of God. The Most High never put Christmas in the Bible. Somebody, when I went to church, they told me Christmas was Christ's birthday. Well, you know that's a goddamn lie. They was running from the Romans. Mary, his mother was running from the Romans when she gave birth to Christ. How the hell was she gave birth to Christ in the middle of the winter? You can't give birth to no goddamn baby in the goddamn cold. December 25th is the goddamn wintertime. That show you right there. That's a lie. Christmas ain't Christ's birthday. It ain't Christ's birthday. Christ was born around the tax season. And we know tax time, obviously in the Bible, tax time was around the time in the spring. Just like today. Tax time come around, it's around when the springtime coming around. Because it really ain't about Christ. It really ain't about that. People care less about Christ's birthday. They really ain't got nothing to do with Christ. It really got to do with your self-concerning and your lust-feeling, devilish lust inside your own self. You want gifts brung to you. You want to see presents underneath a tree with your goddamn name on it. That's what you want to see. You hate your goddamn father because he didn't get you a Christmas gift. You mad at your father because he didn't get you a Christmas gift. Now you hate him for the rest of your life. And you don't even know why. You don't even know why you hate him. You hate him because he didn't get you no goddamn Christmas gift. When really God told him not to celebrate Christmas. When really that's the case. We run around want to celebrate Christmas and all these holidays when our people, the number one people poor on the goddamn earth. We in poverty. We in hell. You waking up every goddamn morning, going to work a 9 to 5, breaking your goddamn back. If that. You're really working. If you got one of them high demand jobs, you're really working goddamn 14 hours, 12-hour shifts. Working long hour shifts, breaking your goddamn back, trying to celebrate, trying to make sure you get some money to celebrate Christmas. How foolish is that, man? How dumb is that? When really we should come back and serve God. When really that's what we should do. We should really look in the Bible and look and say, what am I doing wrong? Why is my life so bad? Why is life so horrible for me? Why am I going through this? Why are my children ending up dead? Why are they getting shot down in the streets? Why are cops patrolling the streets more and more in my neighborhoods during these times? So nobody is really teaching. Our black leaders have failed us, man. They have failed us in America. They allow us to celebrate these pagan holidays. when the man of God is not going to allow you to celebrate these pagan holidays, because it's really the holidays of Satan. You understand? This is holidays of Satan. These are pagan times. You understand? These are worship of other gods, man. Christmas was a time where they celebrated a tree and the fear. Where they celebrated a tree in the fear of a man. They went and put gifts underneath a tree, believing that this man lived in this tree, putting gifts under here, hoping that he don't come hunt them. And that's a pagan holiday we done picked up, and we done changed it all around. Now we done changed it to reindeers flying on the goddamn roof and Santa Claus coming down your goddamn chimney when they don't got nothing to do with the Bible. That has nothing to do with the Bible. Where the hell is how many reindeers do Santa Claus got? 8. Where is that in the Bible? Where is fat ass Santa Claus in the Bible coming down your goddamn chimney? Where is that? That's because they don't have nothing to do with God. They can care less. Your mother really could care less about Christ. She really could. Christ ain't go put up and nailed to no goddamn tree for you to celebrate Christmas. That's not what he died for. That's not what Christ died, so that you can have a second chance and change or repent your life and come back and serve the Lord with Commander GEN.YAHANNA in the I.S.U.P.K. That's why Christ died. Not so you can put gifts underneath a goddamn tree. Where is that in the Bible? And people got to act like they put their nose up, act like they got a problem with us. People put their nose up like we saying something wrong on the street corner. Like they got a problem with us when really we reading the Bible and your Christian pastor lying to you. You understand? When really they lying to you, man. We can go to the Bible yourself. Amos chapter 5 and verse 21. It say, I hate and I despise your feast days, and when I will not smell in your solemn assemblies, man. The Most High don't dwell by that Christmas tree. The Most High don't dwell. Your Christian pastor got a big ass tree in this goddamn church, telling everybody we got to raise some money to buy gifts. We got to raise some money to raise this and buy that. When it's all just your own pagan holidays and your own lustful spirit, man. It don't got nothing to do. It don't have nothing to do with God. But you know what? I'm gonna show you what Christmas is at in the Bible. You understand? Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Go to Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. All the people that's online right now that's watching the class, and you believe that Christmas is in the Bible. You believe that Santa Claus is in the Bible. I'm gonna show you what Christmas is really at in the Bible. We're gonna show you where it's really at. What God's stance is on Christmas. All right. Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. All right. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Now we just read who is speaking to. And this is important right here in the scripture. We say, O house of Israel, because you got to understand when the prophet Jeremiah was speaking out, he already this ain't nothing new. How the I.S.U.P.K go down the street corners to speak out against America and Christmas. They did this in before times, man. The prophet Jeremiah did this. That's why he said, "O house of Israel." He talking to you, black man, black woman, Hispanic man, Hispanic woman, Native Indian man, and Native Indian woman. He's talking to you. He's speaking to you, O house of Israel, because you the one that we the first people that run up and jump up and want to celebrate Christmas. We celebrating harder than white people. They the ones that came up with this thing. They forced us to celebrate this. They pushed this on us through slavery, and we celebrating it bigger than them. We celebrating. We poor as hell. We slaves celebrating our slave masters' holiday. When was we celebrating this before America? When did God give us Christmas? God never gave us Christmas. Never gave us Christmas. That's why God sent out priests and prophets to come and tell you to stop celebrating Christmas, man. That's why he sent it out. That's why he sent out priests and prophets to tell the truth about what's really going on in the earth. We sitting up here, we dying in America. We sitting up here, we sitting up here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, where our children, we got girls every couple months, we see somebody else shot dead. Women dying. Our daughters of Zion. Women These supposed to be our precious daughters of Zion. How the hell are women dying, getting shot dead 2 days before your holiday, before your Christmas? I thought Christmas was all about joy and love. Why would God let her die? Isn't that a question? Why is God letting us die right before Christmas? We're supposed to be this amazing and jolly season. We getting shot dead in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Somebody tell me that. Why your Christian pastor ain't coming out saying what's wrong? Why they not stopping the crime? Why the police can't stop the crime? It's because God allowing this, man. Because we want to go out and we want to put on Santa Claus hats. We want to put on big dumbass hats with a beanie on, with a ball on it, a white ball with a red hat with a white ball. Run around screaming happy holidays and Merry Christmas. We looking dumb as hell in the eyes of the Lord. We look dumb as hell, man. Run around celebrating Christmas. That's why we're going to get it for you, man. Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Let's read this. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Black and Hispanic man, listen to the word that God got to speak. Listen to this. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. The Lord said, don't learn the way of the heathen. Who is the heathen? The white man, the Arab man, the Greeks, the Romans, the Macedonians, the Persians, them the heathens. The Lord said, don't learn the ways of them heathens, man. What you doing? Why you learning that way? That's the same thing with Adam and Eve in the garden. Eve wants to go serve other gods. The Most High told him, don't know what it's like to see the other side. Don't learn the ways for the heathen. You gotta that's just like if you got a child, right? And you tell your child, don't put your hands on that stove. The baby playing with the stove, turn the stove off and on, and you telling your child don't play with that stove. Why are you telling your child that don't play with the stove? Because you want to protect them. But they, lo and behold, they keep playing with that stove. Next thing you know, they burn their goddamn hand up. The Lord trying to save us from learning the hard way. You don't want your goddamn child to burn their goddamn hand up on the stove. So you tell them not to go do this. The Most High telling us not to go learn these ways of the heathen, but we still do. Now we got to learn the hard way. Now we got to find our children shot dead and killed. Now we got to find ourselves in poverty, drugs pushed in our neighborhoods, mamas on crack, fathers on drugs. We got we got drug addicts as fathers, crack addicts for mothers, prison cellmates as a father. That's what we got because we want to celebrate Christmas. We want to learn these pagan holidays. Right here in the book of Jeremiah 10 and 2, it say, thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. Be not dismayed at the signs of the heaven. Jeremiah said, don't be dismayed at the signs of the heaven. Why he say don't be dismayed at the signs of the heaven? Because that star that you put on your Christmas tree, where that star come from? If it just out of nowhere, somebody just said, let's put a star on the Christmas tree and let's do that across the whole world. Across the whole world. Let's put a star on top of a tree. Nah, man. That's a worship of a god. Saturnalia. They looked up in the sky. The heathens looked up in the star and said, man, look how bright and look how beautiful that star is. Let's put it on the tree. They took the star and put it on the tree. That's why Jeremiah said, don't be look at the stars of the heaven and be dismayed. Don't be dismayed at them goddamn stars. It means nothing. It's just a fire in the sky, man. It means nothing. And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathens are dismayed at them. The heathens. The white man, the one that look up in the sky and look and say, let's put that on the tree. There ain't no black and Hispanic look at the sky and say, let's put that on the tree. Look at that and say, let's make a horoscope out of it. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Taurus. That's Greek ideology. Ain't no black man come up with that. That's why I say for the heathens are dismayed at them. These heathens are dismayed at them signs of the heaven. They got them idle thoughts. It's the worship of Satan, man. That's all it is. And now we first thing we go on a date with a woman. We go on a date with a brother or sister. You going to do what's your horoscope? What's your what is it called? What's your zodiac sign? Are you a Gemini? I'm a I don't even know what they call it. Taurus. I'm a Leo. When they don't mean nothing. These heathen people, these heathens made gods out of these signs of the heavens. They made gods out of a star in the sky and put it on the Christmas tree. Let's keep going. Let's get some more. We in Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain. What does that mean? What does it mean the customs of the people are vain? It means that it's nothing. It's nothing. It has no power, no strength to it. Them customs, them rituals that you do at Christmas year, December 25th every year, is vain. It has no meaning to it at all. No strength. It means nothing. You understand? The customs of the people are vain. For one cut of a tree. See, look, now we're going to get into it. Read how that Christmas tree inside, Joe. That Christmas tree, that really what they would do, people with money, they go get a tree cut out the forest. They go get a brand new Christmas tree cut out and they go put it in water and they go nail it and fasten it together with water. We're Black and Hispanic, we so goddamn poor, we go pull a tree out of the goddamn closet. Some fake ass tree that we got. We go pull it, we go, you know what I'm saying, pull that thing out that's stuffed in our closet somewhere, pull that thing out and put lights and decorate it and put it in our goddamn living room. Write it all up and think that it's pretty. That's why Jeremiah said, don't be dismayed at the signs, because we get caught up in what look pretty to our eyes. We ride downtown. Look at that big, nice, beautiful, tall tree. It's beautiful. Look at that big, nice tree. It's light lit up and they got balls hanging from it, stars on top, decorated. We become a people we become a people that's what's the word? We just think with our eyes. We just look with our eyes and just think it's so pretty and so nice. Carnal is what I want to say. We become a carnal people. We're just going off what looks pretty to the eye. So now we're gonna put this thing in our living room. We're gonna put this in our living room, and we're gonna put Christmas presents underneath it, and we're gonna celebrate Christmas. When really in God ain't for that. That's why Jeremiah said, don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. Don't be dismayed at what you see all the time. Everything, just because you see it and think it look pretty, ain't always nice. That ain't always it. All right. Now we're gonna get into the meat of it. Now we're gonna get into the meat of how all this started. How that Christmas tree get inside your house. You think it's a coincidence? Where you get it from? Where Christmas come from? Everybody that's putting the tree, everybody that's watching this online right now, I want somebody to, when y'all putting them trees in y'all house, where you get it from? From your mom and your daddy, where they get it from? Why we do that? You can't answer that, huh? Ask your pastor why they do that. Ask your grandmother why they do that. Can't nobody answer it, huh? It's because they don't got the answers. They never did. Never did have the answers. They just got you living a lie. All right. Now, let's read Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 3. For the customs or the people are vain. For one cut off a tree out of the forest, the work of the handman's work with an axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. What that sound like? This is just we reading this and we don't understand this? You're not finna sit here and tell me that we reading this and you don't understand this. Let me read this again. Because we act like we, as Black people and Hispanic people, we run around, celebrate Christmas, and act like we don't know where it come from. When we clearly sitting in here, we breaking it down. You in the classes. We see that you online listening to the classes. But you gonna act like you don't know where Christmas come from when we reading it for you. We reading it for you. Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 3. They cut off a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with an axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. How the song go? Deck the halls with And then how the song go? And that's on every commercial. Every commercial that come on right now, they singing a Christmas song. Big Santa Claus. We reading it right here. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers. They take that tree, they deck it with the silver and gold. They take the nails, you put it in a pot with the water. You hammer the nails in with the hammer. All in your living room. All in your goddamn living room. Let's keep reading. And it move not. They keep it sturdy, that it don't move none. That Christmas tree sit right there in your corner, right there, all lit up, all looking nice. with presents all underneath it, wrapped up. Let's get some more. Let's go to verse 5. They are upright as a palm tree. It's upright as a palm tree. Meaning this tree is sitting upright. It ain't slumped over, it ain't dying. Look at all the other trees around the goddamn. When you driving around, you see all the other trees, the leaves falling off of it. It's dying. A palm tree don't die. It's what they call an evergreen tree. That's why it's called an evergreen tree. Because it don't, the leaves, and through any season, it stays green. Them the trees that they put inside their house. The trees that stay upright during the dead of the goddamn wintertime. They take that tree, cut it out the forest, and put it in the house. But speak of not. Jeremiah said that tree don't speak not. It does not speak. But we still go around at Christmas every year. We're gonna make sure that Christmas is we take care of the tree better than we take care of our goddamn children. We take care of the tree better than we take care of our children. We make sure the tree got water, make sure it's fasted, make sure it's lit up, make sure it look nice. And our kids walking around here with crummy ass faces and running around here getting kidnapped and dying. We take care of the tree, Christmas tree, better than we do our children. That show you that we worshiping these gods. We worshiping these gods more than we worshiping the Most High. We worshiping Satan, man. That's what you doing. You wrapping Christmas tree, wrapping gifts. You already know what the gift is. Why you wrapping it up? And did we ever ask ourselves that? We know what gift it is. We buy a goddamn Xbox for our goddamn selves. We buy some clothes and we wrapping the gift up and putting it underneath the tree. Like it's a surprise, like we don't know, and we unwrap it on December 25th, like we don't know what it is. You know what it is. You the one that wrapped it. You taped it together. You bought it. You got the receipt to it. And then you put it underneath the tree like you don't know what it is. That's because you sell it. You serving a God. That's what you really doing. You serving a God. You ain't celebrating no goddamn Jesus Christ's birthday. You ain't serving God. You serving pagan gods, man. You ain't serving the Most High. All right, let's keep going. They must need be born because they cannot go. That this tree cannot move. It cannot go. It can't speak. It can't move. Nothing. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is in it to do good. Why did Jeremiah say that it can't do evil? Why it can't do good? Why did he tell us that? Why did Jeremiah have to say to Black and Hispanics and say, don't put that Christmas tree up in your house? Because that Christmas tree can't do evil and it can't do good. Why was he telling us this? Nobody knows, right? Nobody knows. Everybody got something smart to say to us. Everybody want to run their mouth off at us. Nobody can. Somebody answer that question online? Can anybody answer that? Anybody answer why did Jeremiah say that this tree can't do evil, nor neither can it do good? Why? But everybody got something smart to say when we out there on the street corner speaking. Maybe you should really shut your goddamn mouth and learn. Sit down in class and learn. Did you read? Did you study somewhere? Why Jeremiah say this? Jeremiah was saying this because we was afraid of that goddamn tree. Blacks and Hispanics believe that a man lived inside that tree, and in order to serve that tree, we had to bring it gifts. Put gifts underneath it. And we taught our children to be good. Don't do bad. Because if you do bad, then Santa Claus not going to bring you no gifts. You know, before they said Santa Claus wasn't going to bring you no gifts, you know what they used to say? You know what they told children? If you be naughty, then your head going to be cut off and put on that tree. And that's what they did. You see them balls that they put on that tree when they deck it with the silver and gold. What is that called? When no Christmas on ornaments that they put on that tree, them balls they put on that tree. Before it was the balls, it was your child's head. That's what they did. They took your child's head and put it out on the tree where everybody come out the next day and see, oh, they must have been naughty. Because I now see that your 14-year-old child head is hanging from this tree with the rest of these children. That's what they did. And that's why we was afraid of the tree. And that's why Jeremiah told them, don't be afraid. And it passed down. Now it was symbolic. It's all symbolic now. It's all symbolic. And now we afraid of it. Why are we celebrating Christmas? Why? Because it's fun? Because it's fun, because it's cute. As Black people, we really gotta ask ourselves this, man. Really ask yourself. Look at us, man. We the poorest can be. We hate each other. We going inside goddamn Popeye's chicken and killing each other. Every time you turn around, we dying and killing each other. And then it's like it's nothing. But we celebrated Christmas. This don't make sense, man. It's 2019 going into 2020. And we doing the same damn thing that we've been doing since the slave yard. The same damn thing. This don't make no sense at all. Yet you still on, we trying to celebrate Christmas, and we still on crack. We still selling drugs to each other, man. We all about getting this money to celebrate Christmas. Now it don't matter how I get the money. Now it don't matter. Your kids ain't worried about how you get the money. They just worried about, can you buy them the gift? They ain't worried about, oh, his best friend mama doped up on crack because his daddy sold his mama some crack to buy him Christmas gifts. We ain't thinking about that. Ain't nobody thinking about how you just bought and paid for your son Christmas gifts and your daughter Christmas gifts by dope dealing. Everybody just worried about the money that you got. It's all about the big money, ain't it? Ain't it all about that? It's all about selling drugs and robbing and stealing so you could buy your kids Christmas gifts. Because my kids got to get Christmas gifts, I'm gonna come in your house, I'm gonna kick in your door, and I'm gonna take everything you got. And that's us living in America. That's Black people living in America. Blacks and Hispanics. When white people, they got the money. They got the credit. They can pay their credit off. They got jobs. They gonna get employed. They gonna make sure they provide for each other. The economic system is doing great in America. Meanwhile, you in poverty, trying to figure out how you gonna pay your car note. Meanwhile, you in poverty, thinking about how you gonna pay for your goddamn rent. How you gonna pay for your court fees? Yeah, you got a ticket. How you gonna pay for your goddamn tickets? And then what we worried about in America in 2019 as a Black and Hispanic and Latino man, a Native Indian man, we worried about how we gonna pay our court fees and our tickets. Yet we think we got the money to celebrate Christmas. This wasn't a holiday created for Blacks and Hispanics. This ain't a holiday created for you. The holiday was this is Greek and Roman, Medo-Persian. This is holiday celebrated for them. We just the slaves trying to act like the slave masters. How they really celebrate this holiday, they in California with them masks on having orgy parties. That's what the worship of Saturnalia, that's what it was for. You know what? While we in the middle, while we in Jeremiah, bear with me 1 second, because I'm gonna pull the article up. We're gonna read about Saturnalia. We're gonna read about the customs of where Christmas come from, the god Saturnalia, and that whole star that you put on top of that tree. We're gonna read about it. We're gonna read what they did. And we're gonna read and we're gonna say and read what they really do in Hollywood. Now, bear with me 1 second. I'm about to pull this up right now. So nobody wants to do no studying. Nobody wants to read the proof. The proof is in the pudding. All you got to do is Google it. What they say, we live the ages of knowledge. You got a smartphone in your hand. Everything we want to record ourselves getting high, smoking weed, going to parties. Meanwhile, we can just look up and read. What's the origin of Christmas? We can read up and read. Now, this is where Christmas comes from, right? It says Saturnalia, held in mid-December, is an ancient Roman pagan festival honoring agriculture god Saturn. Saturnalia celebrations are the source of many traditions and now associated with Christmas, right? Now, let me go down and let me read this. Bear with me 1 second. You understand? Because this ain't nothing new. Like we doing, like this ain't new in America. This ain't nothing new in America. This is all a God. This is all a worship of another God that ain't got nothing to do with the Bible at all. Nothing to do with Christ. Nothing to do with God. Nothing to do with the priests and prophets. And your grandmother got you celebrating Christmas when it's really a pagan holiday. You know what I'm saying? And it's our black leaders' fault. Our black leaders that told us to go and celebrate Christmas. You understand? I'm about to read it right now. Say the idea of Saturnalia was ruled over chaos, right? It was a Roman pagan holiday, right? The Christian holiday of Christmas, especially of one's tradition to the ancient Rome festivals. The time of Christmas is celebrated. It does not give a date of Jesus' birth. In fact, some have concluded he is probably born around the springtime, reference back to the shepherds of the sheep of the native story. And these are white devils that's writing about this. They even telling you that Christ was born in the spring, yet you celebrating his birthday in December. Saying that that celebration of Christmas does not derive from his birthday. The celebration of Christmas derives from the god of Saturnalia. The ruled over the whole the holiday was derived and ruled over chaos, man. That's why it's total chaos in the black community during the time of Christmas. Right now, at the time of Christmas is nothing more than chaos. The burglary rate is going up. It's skyrocketing through the goddamn air. Go on your little sites where you're gonna watch the people get incarcerated. What is that thing called? Where you can go watch where people get incarcerated in jail. Mobile patrol. Get on your mobile patrol and watch how many people get locked up. Get on there and look. They getting locked up because these people trying to celebrate Christmas. They got to go get the Christmas money. How we gonna celebrate Christmas if we ain't got no money? So now they got to go rob and go steal. And this ain't nothing. This ain't like I'm saying something people don't know. Let's go ask the sheriff. Go talk to your local sheriff office and go ask them about in the black community during the time of Christmas how they got to put extra parole vehicles up, sort of riding around your goddamn neighborhood because they know that blacks and Hispanics trying to celebrate Christmas and you don't got the money to celebrate it. So now your mother going inside the mall, stealing and robbing stuff and everything in her goddamn purse. Your father out there robbing and busting in the teeth of another black man, trying to make sure that you get a gift. And then you get the gift and you ain't even happy with the gift. And now he looking at you like, you little ungrateful bastard. Do you know what I did to buy you this? I didn't want to go kill somebody so you can get this gift and you ungrateful for it. That's because it ain't got nothing to do with God. Ain't got nothing to do with God. Nothing to do with Jesus. Nothing at all. This is all a pagan holiday, man. Pagan holiday that derives from other gods, Saturnalia and Janus and Cronus. Other gods that's celebrating this word about the chaos and the celebration. It's a week-long, 12-day celebration where they in Hollywood and they having orgy parties. That's what they did. This is in the article. When they having sex orgy parties during the time of Saturnalia, homosexual white Roman men will get in the room. A mansion. It's just like a mansion party. They go inside that mansion party. They put on the mask. When you see them long ass with the mask, them long noses that they put around their face, they go in there butt ass naked with just the mask. Excuse my language. And they're naked with a mask on, and they have sex with other men, have sex with other women, and then go to work the next week like nothing happened. Like nothing happened. These are their co-workers. You think I'm lying? Look it up. Look up the sex orgy parties during the time. Look at the Christmas holidays in Hollywood, man. These people having sex with each other. Sex orgy parties. And this is something that we want to be a part of. And then we want God to be on our side with something going wrong, terribly wrong for us. Now when we can't pay our bill, Lord, please provide a way, Lord. Lord, please. Well, your mama's sick. Now you, Lord, please, Lord. Just do this for me, Lord. The Lord don't hear your prayer because you want to celebrate Christmas. You want to have little sex orgy parties. Not blacks, and they own little way, and they poor poverty way of throwing that sex orgy party. They have a Christmas party down there in somebody hood, somebody house party, where somebody gonna get hurt, somebody gonna die, somebody gonna overdose off some drugs. Watch how many people die off of these drugs, man. Watch how many people get drunk and die off of car accidents, off getting drunk at these Christmas parties. You think it's of God? Why would God have a Christmas party with you getting drunk and getting off of Percocets and Perkies? You think God with that? Think God with you getting drunk, huh? On Christmas Day? You think Christ died so you can get drunk? He died. He went on the cross and went to go die so you can get drunk and pop pills and smoke weed and have a Christmas party / birthday party where somebody get shot and get killed. That Christ ain't died for that, man. The Most High ain't put us on the earth to go do this. That ain't what we on the earth for. That ain't what God put us on the earth for. Just to be slaves, to celebrate our slave masters' holidays. It's a disgusting and foul, evil time, man. A dark and a gloomy time for blacks and Hispanics. You poor. You can't afford Christmas. That's why you got a fake ass tree in your house, because you can't afford a real one. That tree with the branches all scrunched up, all up it, because it was stuffed up in your goddamn closet somewhere, and you pulled it out. Put it in your goddamn living room. Got the electric bill, your electricity bill finna be high as hell, because you got in front of your whole yard, you got lights lit up all in front of your goddamn yard. All across, you got lights lit around your goddamn Christmas tree. Your electric bill finna go up, and you ain't even gonna be able to afford it, because you want to celebrate Christmas. Looking dumb as hell, man. And your pastor the one to blame for it too. He got that big ass tree inside the church, and you think that's of God. You think that's what you're supposed to do when it ain't a God. He got you living a farce and a lie, man. All right. Let's go to Revelation 18:2. All right. Let's go to Revelation chapter 18 and verse 2. Revelations chapter 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become a habitation of devils and the house of every foul spirit. Babylon the Great is fallen. What is Babylon the Great today? Anybody online? Can somebody somebody type that in and tell me where's Babylon today? Where's Babylon? Babylon is America. That's why I say Babylon the Great is fallen. Your President Trump. What they say with America? Make America great again. Because they know psychologically that America is just Babylon. Babylon the Great and America to make America great again. All the same goddamn thing. It's all the same damn thing. It's all the same thing. It's a Babylon the Great is fallen. It's fallen and it's become an habitation of devils. The habitation of the devil who is the devil? Who's the devil? The devil is the devil man underneath my feet in the ground. He in the earth, he underneath the earth with the pitchforks. And that ain't the devil. That ain't the devil. The devil is the oppressor. The devil is that man that you look at as Santa Claus. That's the devil. Santa Claus in a big red suit. That's the goddamn devil that's in Babylon, that's in America. Who you call the so-called white man, the Caucasian man, the redneck. That's the devil. That's your slave master. That's the devil. The one who employs you at your goddamn. When we look at it, we think it's a job employment, when really it's just a slave function. That's what it is. Just like Babylon. America is a goddamn slave function. Told you to celebrate making millions and billions of dollars off you celebrating Christmas, man. Whether you successful with it or not. You go to jail trying to celebrate Christmas and for theft. You know, the jail make money off of you. So they getting rich off you regardless, whether you successful at it or not. These devils making money off of us, man. Off us celebrating these pagan holidays. That's why we should celebrate. I mean, that's why we should separate. That's why we should separate from Christmas, separate from America. All right, let's keep going. And the hold of every foul spirit and the cage of every unclean bird. It say the hold of every foul spirit and the cage of every unclean bird, hateful bird. What does that mean? What does it mean when it say the and hold of every foul spirit? Can you answer that? Can anybody answer that? That hold the every foul spirit and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Every foul spirit meaning demon. Every demon. America is the home of every demon that you can ever think of. That's why everybody want to come to America. Everybody. Every race, every culture, everybody wants to come to America. Everybody wants to be a part of America. Everybody wants to celebrate all American holidays because it holds every foul spirit, man. You want to be a faggot? You want to be a homo? You want to be a homosexual? Want to do homosexuality? Come to America. Come to Atlanta. You want to be a lesbian? Come to America. You want to be a child molester? Come to America. You want to be a pervert? Come to America. You want to be a drug dealer? Come to America. You want to be a drug addict? Come to America. You want to be a criminal? Come to America. Everything, every foul. You want to smoke cigarettes, smoke weed, get high? Come to America. Every foul and disgusting evil acts of every religion, every demonic spirit is here in America. And this is where you dwell at. Blacks and Hispanics. This is where we live at. Here in America. This is where we live at. Celebrating the culture of America. Celebrating the holidays of America. And we thought this was of God, didn't we? We thought this was totally of Christ. When really it's just every foul spirit in America. Christmas. That's in America. Valentine's Day. Birthdays. Horoscopes. Everything. Zodiac sign. Every foul and disgusting spirit is here in America. Here for you to celebrate it. The opportunity is wide open for you to sin against the Most High in America. Guess what? The biggest time for you to celebrate and just the sin of against God in America is Christmas. Right now, the time that you're living in today is the biggest holiday in America. America is built off its economical system, which is built off of Christmas. It's built off you celebrating Christmas. Built off you buying Christmas presents and buying Christmas trees. That's what America is built off of. Every foul and disgusting spirit. Then you read on, in Revelations 2, it say, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Every unclean and hateful bird. Everything that's unclean against the Most High. Every sin that you can think of is here in America. It's not a sin. Not a sin that you can think of that ain't here in America. It's all here in America. That's because this place is Babylon the Great. This place is just like Babylon. It's a slave function. That's all. America is a huge corporation. It's a huge business. And what's his number one? What is America's number one money making business here in America? The enslavement of the blacks and Hispanics. You would make America function. You waking up, going to your job, working at these department stores that you work at, doing an excellent job that you do. Know that everything the blacks and Hispanic touch, that we do better than everybody on the goddamn earth. You sing better than them. You dance better than them. You play you can dribble basketball better than them. You run faster than them. You jump higher than them. You work at these jobs. You work better than a white man. You work better than an Arab man. That's why they forcing you. That's why they putting black men on child support so bad. They wanted you to go get a job. They wanted you to go slave for them. They've got to find a way to put you in debt because you do everything. You make America go round. The black and the Hispanic, you the battery for America. They think money ain't what make the world go round. Money is just a trade. It's just it's a commerce. It's just what you use to trade. The black man that's slaving for that money is what make the world go round. You working at the department stores, you know you do a better job than that. You know your coworker, some fat, disgusting white devil that don't do his job. You know they on that. You look at them like this fat, sloppy son of a gun don't do nothing all day. You work these jobs better. Christmas Day come around, guess what everybody gonna be watching? Basketball games. Guess who's finna be playing in the basketball games? Black and Hispanic man. That's who's gonna be playing in the basketball games. Making millions of dollars. You know how much some tickets gonna cost to go watch a black man dribble a basketball on December 25th? Why is that? Do we ever ask ourselves that? Why are the tickets up higher on December 25th than they are on December 24th? December 26th. They making millions of dollars off you, billions of dollars, trillions of dollars off the black and Hispanic man. Babylon the Great. The home of every foul and disgusting bird, every foul and hateful, disgusting spirit in this place. America is the home of it. And the black man is what helps make it go round. That's why that whole Martin Luther King dream was a goddamn nightmare. Martin Luther King told us to love America, join ourselves together with America. Told us to get rid of our businesses and go eat at the white restaurants, made them rich. We forcing other people to take our goddamn money. And now they rich. And now when we got to go buy all our gifts for our children, guess who we buying it from? From a heathen. Because we were sold a goddamn lie. Told us to celebrate. It was good to celebrate Christmas. Told us it was good to go spend our money with these white devils. Told us it was good to go celebrate Christmas. They thought we was being righteous in God's eyes, when really we was all being a sinful, lustful beast. When we thought we had God's word, we didn't. We did not. That Christian church is the home of Satan. It's going to get your children murdered. It's going to get your children turned into slurs and whores and sluts. Next thing you know, your daughter going to be in the strip club. Your son going to be a drug addict, strung out on drugs, smoking weed every day. All because we go to that Christian church. All because we live in America and think that it's of God when it's really not. When it's really not. Christmas is a dark and gloomy time for every black and Hispanic living in America. It's a horrible and dark, gloomy time. It's nothing to celebrate in America. Nothing. What are we happy about? Why are you celebrating Christmas? What are you happy about? Why? Your grandmother and your grandfather probably got cancer. You probably know somebody in your family with a sickness or a disease that's heart aching, man. Them bills that you got to pay, it's heart aching. Your children that you're trying to raise up to be good children, but really turn out to be terrible and disgusting children, it's heart aching. You understand? It's foul and disgusting. Every black and Hispanic should change and separate from America, man. Separate from America. Don't celebrate Christmas this year, man. December 25th come around, don't celebrate Christmas. Separate yourself from all these heathen and pagan holidays, man. God ain't put us on this earth to celebrate Christmas. God put us on this earth to separate from every other defiled and disgusting nation, man. We're the greatest on this earth. We do everything better than everybody on this earth. They know it. They can see it. You think the white man can't see that you better than everybody on this earth? You think that he can't see that you do everything better than he can? You think you think there's something wrong with you. You think you hate black people for no reason. You think it's just problems in the ghetto and you in poverty for no reason. Nah, you ain't in poverty for no goddamn reason. You in poverty because you worshiping Satan, man. You in that Christian church pretending to want to be like the white man. This place is foul and disgusting. You ought to separate yourself from this place, man. Don't pay him no attention. You ought to separate yourself from this place. We ain't got nothing. What does America got to do from us? What has Christmas ever done for us? Christmas has never done anything for blacks and Hispanics. Nothing at all. We celebrate this place, celebrating Christmas for years on and years in and years out. And we ain't got nothing to get for it but death and destruction. They can sit around here and play like it's a jolly time and it's something magical and something good. There ain't nothing good in America, man. All right, I'm gonna pull this last scripture before we get out of here. You understand? We're gonna get this last. We're gonna go to Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. You understand? We're gonna pull that before we get up out of here. You understand? All the blacks and Hispanics that tuned into the class, y'all don't celebrate Christmas this year, man. Don't do it. Don't be weak. You understand? And this is gonna be a real heavy scripture right here. This last scripture that I'm about to pull. You understand? We're gonna make this the last scripture before we get out of here, and we're gonna prove our point. We're gonna prove this last point that I got to make, showing you why you should not celebrate Christmas. All right. All right. Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit after another tradition of men. What does that mean? Reading in the book of Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8, it says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy. What's this? What does it mean? What does it mean to spoil somebody through philosophy? Go ahead, give it a shot. What does it mean? This one, when I'm gonna read it, and then you're gonna tell me what you're gonna give a shot at it. Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8, and people online can give a shot at it too. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy. Now understand in the scriptures when they say spoil you, it means to take your goods. To spoil you in the scriptures does not mean to, like in America, you think spoil is to bring somebody lots of things. That's not what that means in the scripture. To spoil somebody means the total opposite of what that means. It means to take. So it says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. When they say beware of any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, meaning you just like you being tricked. Just being tricked. Just like you being tricked. That's all it means nothing more than that. You through vain philosophy. What's the philosophy in America? What's your standard? What's the standard philosophy in America? What is it? Maxie, what is it? What's the standard philosophy that's pushed on black men and black women? That's destroyed us. That's spoiled us. Christianity is the vain philosophy that spoil us in America. Spoil us in America. Vain philosophy in America. The teaching of Christmas, the teaching of all these pagan holidays, man. All these pagan holidays destroyed us, man. Destroyed our families. It destroyed our families totally, man. Because when we go to the Christmas parties and we go to the crib when it's Christmas Day and when your family asks you to come around, this is why for number one reason why you shouldn't go is because God said don't celebrate. But this is the pressure that's going to be on your back. And know that this is coming from priests and prophets of the Lord, because this is going to come to pass. Your mother and your father, whoever, your grandmother, somebody in your family going to say, why don't you come around for Christmas? Why don't you come around? Everybody going to want you to come around for Christmas. Everybody is going to ask you to come around and celebrate Christmas with you. Number one reason you shouldn't go is because God said don't go. The second reason is because when you go to these goddamn Christmas parties and you go around your family around these times of which Christmas, it's not all this is going to be is arguments. That's all you're going to see. This family member talking about this family member embarrassing this family member in front of this family member. Some uncle or some uncle or auntie that you seen that molested you, that you do not like. Somebody arguing with this, somebody into it with them, somebody drunk over here, they high over here. That's all you're gonna see. They want you to come around so they can see your state, so they can talk about you later on. That's all they want to do. But Lord knows that, especially the black family in America, is predominantly of women. You go, they just gossip. They gossip. You go around to the Christmas party, everybody want to gossip about somebody. Everybody got something to say about this person, about that person. It's all about gossip. It's all a event of fighting. You into it with them people, or you don't like this person in your family, or this family member, you don't like them. It's all going to be fights and gossip and arguments and this and that. Somebody jealous of you. Somebody might be jealous of you because you got a man and they don't. Something that simple. And you all gonna feel it at this goddamn Christmas. This Christmas, December 25th, you all gonna feel it. December 25th come around. Do not go to a Christmas party. Do not celebrate Christmas with your family. You make an excuse up for every good thing else. I tell you to come to class. Oh, I'm having woman problems, or this, or we having this problems, or that problem. It's an excuse when it comes to serving God, but it's not. You ain't got no excuse when it comes to serving Christmas with your family. When they trying to celebrate Christmas with you, you better not celebrate, man. You in the house, go to your room. Don't be in that. Don't unwrap no gifts. Your family come to you with a gift and it's wrapped up. Don't take it. Somebody coming to you with a gift and saying Merry Christmas, do not accept that gift. Or you can accept the gifts. Who am I? Or you can accept the gifts, and then you deal with the repercussions. Then you deal with the problems later on. But be knowing that you was warned not to celebrate Christmas. Just like Jeremiah said, don't be afraid. They can't do no good or do evil. Somebody come to you and say Merry Christmas. Say, oh no, well, I don't do Christmas. I don't do Christmas. Have some flies around you, because you know people gonna say Merry Christmas. They say Merry Christmas, you gonna get Merry Christmas text. Like I'm saying Merry Christmas. Don't say Merry Christmas back. Don't say Happy Holidays back. Tell them, no, I don't do that. I serve God. I serve God. God don't want us to celebrate Christmas. They say, how you know that? Go to Amos 5:21. Go to Jeremiah 10:1. God don't want us celebrating Christmas. I don't do the Christmas gifts. They be like, Merry Christmas. Here go this. Merry Christmas is a gift for you. I don't want that gift. We don't do that over here. Not over here. Teach your children not to celebrate Christmas. Your children shouldn't be accepting no goddamn Christmas gifts. You got children. Don't buy your kids no goddamn Christmas gifts. Don't do it. What the hell you buying Christmas gifts for your child for? Because the white man told you to do it? Don't do it, man. Teach your children not to celebrate Christmas. Don't celebrate Christmas with your family. Separate from this place. When we say separate, I mean to take your heart away from this place. Don't celebrate Christmas. Don't celebrate the New Year's coming behind that. Separate yourself, man. Like we just read, America is the home and holds every foul and disgusting spirit, man. They spoil us through philosophy and vain deceit. You understand? We ought to separate ourselves from this place. You understand? Every Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian in America don't celebrate Christmas this year. Or you can and live with the repercussions of God. Maybe you one of the people, you the reason why we was on that slave ship, huh? You're the reason why you the reason why we were sleeping on top of each other, you urinating and going and using the number 2 on each other right there on that slave ship. Maybe you the reason why. Because you want to celebrate Christmas, huh? Maybe because you thought it was funny. You thought it was funny to laugh at the priests and prophets. Maybe you the reason. Maybe you the reason why our women was on that slave ship and they was on a period bleeding out on each other. Maybe you the reason why. Maybe you the reason why our little babies were sitting there having rashes and on their goddamn behind because you want to celebrate Christmas. Because you thought it was funny. You You know, it's funny to laugh at the priests and prophets. You thought it's good to celebrate Christmas. Ain't nothing bad gonna come behind it. Yeah, you the reason why we was on them slave ships. You're the reason why your mama was doped up on crack. You're the reason why your daddy in prison right now, and you mad at your father because you never had a relationship with him. Yeah, you the reason why. Celebrate Christmas if you want to. But me and mine, we ain't celebrate Christmas this shit, man. To hell with Christmas, to hell with the New Year's, to hell with the Saturnalia God and the Greek mythology, to hell with all that. We come back to serve Christ in the I.S.U.P.K under command of GEN.YAHANNA, man. And if you with it, pay your tithes and your donations, man. Get serious. You're right before the Lord kill you. Before you be the next person in Fort Wayne to get shot and get killed, man. You think it's funny games now until the Most High do something bad and evil to you. All right, with that, we're closing the class out with the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. Sorry, 1 West 125th Street. We got classes in Fort Wayne every Wednesday, 6:30 to 8:30 at the downtown public library. For anybody, 6:30 to 8:30, I will be here every Wednesday at the downtown public library doing classes. All right, so get with it or get lost, man. Shalom.